COVID-19, or its more commonly known name, coronavirus, is a sickness that is affecting the entire globe. Hundreds of thousands are sick and dying, and it looks like there is no end in sight. Plus, at any moment, any one of us could get sick with COVID-19 and begin spreading it to our friends and family. COVID-19 is the most contagious and deadly disease that we have seen in decades. To show this, I will be talking about what COVID-19 is, what symptoms for COVID-19 are, how COVID-19 spreads, and how to treat COVID-19. So, what is COVID-19 and where did it come from? According to the CDC, COVID-19 is a respiratory illness that is currently affecting the world. COVID-19 was caused by a coronavirus called SARS-CoV-2, which was first identified in Wuhan, China, and began spreading around the world. Diseases are contagious, and COVID-19 is no exception. It has spread across the world in a matter of months. Here is how COVID-19 spreads from human to human according to the CDC. The CDC says that it mainly spreads from close contact, which is people who are less than 6 feet apart from each other. It also spreads through contact of a surface with the virus on it or an infected person. This is why the CDC and the WHO, or the World Health Organization, are making a big deal of people washing their hands as much as possible. They even created a little poster to help stop the spread of COVID-19. As you can see here, it shows you do not touch your face, stay home, wash your hands as much as possible, disinfect as many surfaces as you can. If you cough, cough into your arm or a rag, and stay away from people. But unfortunately, this little poster has had a little effect on keeping people from getting infected, because according to the WHO, there are currently around 1 million cases around the world. And of those 1 million cases, 62,000 have died. And according to Illinois.gov, there are around 11,000 cases in Illinois, and there have been 274 deaths in Illinois. By now, you must be wanting to know what the symptoms for COVID-19 are. According to the CDC, symptoms for COVID-19 are fever, cough, and shortness of breath. If you have any of these symptoms, the CDC recommends staying home and away from human contact. Do not go to the doctor unless it's an emergency. Otherwise, stay home and self-isolate until tested. Now, how do you treat COVID-19? Well, we can't. At this time, there is no treatment or vaccine for COVID-19, and experts say it will be at least a year until a vaccine is developed safely and is tested safely for use. All we can do is treat the symptoms for COVID-19 and wait for our body to fight it off naturally. COVID-19 is the most contagious and deadly disease that we have seen in decades. To show this, we went over what COVID-19 is, what symptoms for COVID-19 are, how COVID-19 spreads, and how to treat COVID-19. COVID-19 is far from over, and scientists say the US hasn't even had the worst of it yet. So we all need to remember to wash our hands and practice social distancing to stay healthy and safe. Thank you.